Self-confidence. Today I want to have a conversation about subscribe to our channel below and watch one of the videos that I've done about our morning routine, because that is what I also want to just double click on, how to build the self-confidence, because you can't fake it. You've got to put in the yards to be able to be confident. So self-confidence versus self-doubt or self-sabotage, and as they say, like, you know, the imposter syndrome versus the tall poppy syndrome, and how to stop the imposter syndrome when it rears its ugly head up, right? When it appears, how do you do it? Now, first thing is, you can't fake it. Fake success versus real success, right? Fake confidence and real confidence. As I talk about, is you can be confident, but you can't be confident if you've put in the yards, right? Knowledge builds competence, competence builds confidence. And it's a bit like if you were to get in the ring and being just confident because, yeah, you just want to be confident, right? Well, you can't really fake it for too long, because you're going to get your head knocked out, like, right, by a real fighter, right? Same in business. You might be able to fake it for a year, you might be able to fake it for 6 months, you might be able to fake it for 2 years. If somebody else is giving you the success, maybe your father helped you out or whatever it may be, yeah, you might be able to fake it for a little while because you've got your backup. But as soon as you put in the ring, you find out if you're real or not, right? So building knowledge within will help you become competent, and competent. Once you're competent, then you can be actual confident, right? And how to stop the imposter syndrome, right? Now, what happens is that you've got the imposter syndrome versus the tall poppy syndrome. The tall poppy syndrome is the outside thing. You can't control that. And when you start doing well in sales and business and boxing or whatever it may be, there's going to be people that's going to knock on you, right? The people that's not going to like you, which is totally fine. It's outside your control. You've got no control over that. But imposter, it's within. And you can certainly control that. And if you've got the knowledge that you're great at what you do, if it's boxing, for example, because I'm an ex-boxer, right? So if you know what you're doing, you know how to move right and left, you know how to throw right hand, left hand, or whatever it may be, or uppercut. You've done so much practice, right? Now you're competent. You know you can move fast. You know you're better than the other guy, right? Now, when you walk in the ring, you can be very confident. But if you've just been showing off, and if you've just been not turning up to training, if you're just like okay fighter, you walk into the ring, you're gonna get knocked out, right? Same in business, same in life. Now, there's a few things that we can do, all of us can do. Like, we call it a normal distribution chart, right? If you look at that, there's the best people over this side, and there's people who are beginners, and then about 94%, I want to say, 68% are in the normal, in the middle, right? So what I'm suggesting is, like, we can start getting better and better and better to build the self-confidence. 1%, they call it 1% a day, right? You can get it better and better and better. And what do you do to become confident in what you do, whatever it may be? Maybe work, maybe boxing, maybe whatever it may be, right? So I say doing one thing a day or a few things a day that scares the hell out of you, right? And you do that first thing in the morning. So my morning routine, which we're going to put a link to that as well, so you can watch that. That's how you build your confidence. Because if you wake up in my case, if you wake up at 3:30 a.m., you do your meditation, cold shower, study for an hour, go do a hard exercise for 45 minutes to an hour, right? That you can't walk after exercise. Then by the time I get to the office, 7 a.m. arrives, I've got my bulletproof vest on, right? I feel good about myself, and because I've put in the yards, right, beforehand. So that's not fake confidence, that's real confidence, right? So what I'm saying, a normal distribution chart, you can't just turn up tomorrow and do all the routines that I do. Like, it's gonna be hard. It's like an elastic band. If you pull it, all of a sudden it will break. But can you do one thing at a time? 100%, 100%. And what it also does, those small things, it's gonna help you feel good about yourself, because the imposter syndrome, it's when you're faking it, that pops up, saying like, oh, I'm not real, like, you know, I've been faking it. How long can I fake this thing for, right? But if you've done the hard yards, usually first thing in the morning, then you feel good about yourself. You put in the yard, you learned. When I study at the moment, I'm studying, there's a service book called Unreasonable. So it's a hospitality thing. I'm reading that at the moment. And that's what, like, if I'm learning about the business, if I'm learning about how to provide amazing service to our clients, and we're improving, getting better than anybody else, then hey, I can walk around being confident, right? The only thing that matters is how you feel about yourself when you're on your own, right? That's the only thing that matters. Once you feel good about yourself, the imposter syndrome is just a thing. Yeah, the tall poppy syndrome, you got no control over that, because people will have their opinion. People's opinions like noses. Everybody's got them, and they will have their opinion, right? So how you feel about yourself when you're on your own, that is the thing that matters the most. And self-confidence, as I said, the routine, look at the routine again. We're gonna have a link below for you, check that out, and you can do you 1% better each and every day. Hope that's been of help to you. Salute and welcome to Millionaire Real Estate Agents with Nathan Najee.